Why, thank you, York. You're so kind. Unlike him. If I had someone like you, things may not have come to this. York, have you ever been in love with someone?
A long time ago, there were these two people that I really cared about. Both in a relationship at the same time. And since then,
Emily, right? She's a nice girl. But I must warn you, York. You'd be better off not falling in love with her.
Thomas, considering the circumstances, whatever I say might not be important to you, but I'll say it anyways. Don't you dare touch Emily.
York, I think I've said too much. It's natural to respond when someone talks to you, I guess. Everything will end tonight. You just stay there until then.
Okay, I believe we cut back to York later, and that's one of the best scenes in the game. Although I don't really remember what it's like, I just remember it being like York talking to Zack and just having a really real conversation while they're on these dire straits, and I remember it being really cool. Might not be best in the game. I could be hyping it up a little too much, but I'm excited to get back to that. The York Thomas scene, it's okay. It's good. Thomas is now in a villainous role. And also, like, not really elaborated upon gender expression or anything. York doesn't bring that up, which I guess is kind of respectful, but also does not answer any questions and does not assuage my fears that Swery had really no idea what he was doing when he wrote this part of the character. We could save. Is it connected? I hope Emily has a bunch of different flavor texts. Can I observe Kason? No, I can't. Oh shoot, the vine's too late. No saving now. It's okay, buddy. You take your time.
What's wrong? Something's bothering you.
Oh no, it's just... I promised to have tea with Polly. I just remembered.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yep, you're right. This just isn't the time, I know. But it's... well, she reminds me of my mother who passed away.
Kason.
I've been a salesman for a long, long time. I never had time to talk.
Just a roller coaster of emotions
Sales.
happening in these
The thing for me,
conversations.
No matter what happened, this was more important. So even when she was sick, I put more energy into my work, which I regret now. And you know, when I heard she died, I was on my way home, all happy. I closed
Willie's just
a
going
big
back and
deal in
forth.
Jersey. Just when you want to give something back, you got no one to give it back to. Well, that's when I met her, Polly. I thought heaven had given me another chance. I really did. So I always stay in that hotel whenever I come up here. Oh, sure, the rooms are great, but in all honesty, I go there because I want to talk with Polly.
Does Polly know all this?
No way. I knew.
And it's comic relief music time now.
She'd think I've got some crazy mother complex or something.
Oh, right, the kidnapped FBI agent.
Right, let's get going. Deputy Willie disapproves of any chit-chat. I'll make it up to Polly some other time, I guess.
Kason, if you want to go, you're allowed. I'll just hang out with Willie. Whew. Do I have a gun? Not currently. Oh, never mind. Whoa, I got a sheriff custom gun. Okay, hopefully this conversation is good. I should get something to eat soon. I shouldn't have taken a nap. I always wake up hungry. Not that one. That one's a little fun. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn there's like there's at least one really deep moment, but I don't know. I do like the idea of York starting to like picture these people being in the room with him. I think that's fun. But anyways, back to Willie. Bar, same old. I want to go shopping at that location soon. I also love Emily's flavor text saying, is the phone even connected? Implying that York is not reporting to anybody. He is using phones that don't work. Wonderful. Oh look, Willie wants to he ride in the car. We can ride in the car, we'll go faster. No.
It's only a hunch now, but I don't think Nick killed Diane.
What do you mean?
Me and Diane, we were, pretty close.
Please stop acting like you're an expert on everything that happened with Diane.
I'd like to think that I knew her pretty well. Every time we finished talking, she'd bring up art. I'd make a face, boring. And she'd always say, "You're so different from Nick. He's so much more."
I like how you talk to the curator of a museum.
Nick was one of the few.
And you're like trying to like seduce her and whatnot. And you're like, art's effing boring.
Friends with Nick. He'd have nothing at all to gain by killing her.
But even the best of friends can end up in the worst fights.
Still, the voices and footsteps I heard that night, they were something else. Much more.
Does Emily think that all these serial killings are like
His voice sounded different.
lovers' quarrels or friends' quarrels?
Of course, I couldn't make out what she was saying. Of course I did.
What did he say?
I know, that's fine. Something like that.
Anyways.
Let's go then and catch Diane's killer.
Yep, let's do that. I will say, in the Let's Play I watched, I remember them having a much more difficult time keeping up with Willie, which is weird, because that is by far the least difficult part of all this. The most difficult part is just wading through everything. Lots of loading screens and whatnot. What you got? A Horizaru sword imported from Japan. Where can you get that? Probably from Wesley the swordsmith. These scenes are so short. Still not the deep moment I thought I was remembering. I don't even remember what the content of the conversation is. I just remember at least one of those scenes being really like, that's really cool. That being said, I do like that scene. I appreciate that York is like this is kind of the first time we get flat out confirmation. He's kind of teased Zach about it, of all people, but York himself has kind of denied having much interest in Emily. And it's like the first time we're even talking with Zach, his most trusted compatriot. He's like, oh yeah, that was like really, my heart was beating in my chest when she visited the hotel room. Like, that's really cute. Like, it's just kind of, it's nice. I also appreciate that York points out we really should not be starting any romance during an investigation. That's not proper. Like, I appreciate that York has the kind of professional demeanor while also still like kind of requiting that romantic interest and just being super, super awkward about it. I think that's really fun. Okay, I think we are approaching our final destination. Just very slowly. That being said, I believe if you hear closely in the background of York's scenes, you might be able to venture a guess as to where he's being held. Also, if you know the map of Greenvale by now, you might know where he's being held, judging by where we're running now. But you could pick up a little bit of a hint as to where he's hanging out.
Are you close to the Ingrams?
No, I mean, well, I always say hi when I see them at their store.
Don't you think they make a wonderful family?
I guess so. Including Jim, I suppose they do.
You ever think about just murdering Jim and then taking his place and hoping they don't notice?
Isaac and Isaiah pretty often, right?
What?
They
I didn't
talk
say
about
anything.
take 'em out. Yesterday, Mama and Papa, and this morning, Grandpa, always about their family. Just listening to them makes me feel so happy. I don't have any brothers, you know. Maybe I'm a little jealous of those two. That's why when I come here, I always pay them a visit. Greenvale is really like a second home to me.
I can tell.
Do you have a first home? You always just talk about how you're a traveling salesman.
Enough about me. Let's get going.
I guess maybe where his mom is, or was. Whoops. The Magnum is an FBI favorite in the past. That's fun. Okay, I was like, is she not in this scene? See, after a conversation with Thomas, that's the point to bring up, man, I hope Emily doesn't become a goddess of the forest. Not like a third of the way into the game when only one or maybe two people had been killed. Or whenever York first brought that up randomly, that dark thought. Oh, it's raining now. I guess the whole town's gonna go crazy now. But yeah. Even that scene, I feel like it's not as skeevy as some of York's other comments towards Emily. It feels very, like, a lot more pure-hearted and, like, it's practically like a high school crush of, like, I love the way she argues with me and I love the coffee she made that I hated. Like, I think that's actually really cute. And also, I think we'll get one more scene with York that establishes he's not just hungry. He is, like, starting to be deprived of basic needs. So like the fact that he's getting visions and is like really thinking about super sentimental things is very intentional, from what I remember.
Hey, where are you going? Deputy Willie, he's over here. Come on, hurry.
I'm following Willie. Did I get too far from Kaysen? Is that what went wrong there? I'm right next to Willie. Do I have to wait? Or do I have to proceed? Or do I have to get behind him? No. Now we're good. Maybe I did have to get closer to Jason.
Really? York is nearby?
Good job, Willie. Can we stop running now, please?
Also, I don't know if it's written into the game, but I really like that it's raining here now because it's been established that that means bad things are going down, and the fact that they are, it starts to rain as they're approaching the location York is at. It's impressive that this game has managed to tie a very foreboding feeling automatically to, just the weather.
Hey, so we took the long route here. You weren't playing with us, were you?
George, we found out where York is. George?
I'm drunk. I'm hanging out in the sex dungeon. Leave me alone.
Kaysen, I'm going in alone.
Hey, you didn't forget what George said.
No, I haven't. And that's why you get to stay out here and keep trying to contact him. I'm just going to check things out. I'll stay out of danger. Trust me.
Okay, if you say so. I'll take care of this here.
Take out the gun. Alright, one of the best lines in the game here coming up.
Freeze! Stop right there! What the hell?
Okay, sorry. Not the individual line. One of the best moments in the game is essentially the... this is another York scene. I'll shut up. Dang it. There's a lot of concentrated things I want to talk
York,
about.
Emily is here. Time to say goodbye then. York, no situation is reversible. Didn't you know that? Everyone, everything proceeds along a path preordained by fate. Goodbye then. I wonder who'll be the next person to open this door. Well, whoever that person is will be the one to decide your fate.
Okay. I wonder who the next person is that will open this door is a great line. Holy crap, Emily's got a really good gun. Either that or they just made the enemies far weaker. I love the reveal. It'd be really fun if it was Sheriff Honor or Deputy Honor. That'd be fun. I love the reveal that Emily can see all the monsters too, and that the whole environment is messed up for her. Because up until this moment, it is not only like possible, I would say it is basically inclined that all of the monster combat stuff is taking place in York's head. And this far into the game, we finally get confirmation that no, something real effed up is happening, it's just like some sort of temporary effect, and once you've defeated the evil in an area or whatever, it goes back to normal, and there's no evidence that it ever happened. I really love that reveal. Take some shotgun shells. Yeah, anyways, man, these sections are easy because either Emily's gun is great or these enemies are wimpy. But yeah, we're doing good. Didn't get too much more Thomas stuff. I remember those conversations getting a little bit more in depth. I was wrong about that. But yeah. And those woolly sections weren't horrible. They were tedious, but not the worst things in the world. Not as bad as the tunnel witches. Also, Emily's racking in the money, not just killing so many people. Emily might want to join the FBI after this, if this is the pay. There's no way she's getting paid enough to be... Well, I guess if it's a small town, there's not usually any crime. She's getting paid plenty. But after this week, she deserves to get paid much more. And I would say she deserves an FBI agent's salary. Nope. Yeah! Oh! Still exploded. That's alright. A worthy sacrifice. A very efficient moment there. How high up is this bell tower? But yeah, you could kind of hear, like, it wasn't blatantly clockwork, but you could hear, you know, gears in the background of York's area, so you can kind of piece together as being on the clock tower. Also, if I remember correctly, yeah, Emily has a very good bust down the door animation, and I really like it. We could sleep. Does Emily get hungry? She's full right now. We could take a short rest just to get to full health. Yeah, take it easy, Emily. And she didn't get any hungrier. Maybe being a smoker makes you hungrier. Oh, also we have a first aid fountain here. I bet we're getting close to the... Spoiler alert, there's a boss fight. And I bet we're getting close to it. Can't care anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and save. She doesn't even know who she's calling, but she knows this is right. She just has the feeling. Even the "is it connected" line, like, even more implies that it's all in York's head, and then this just changes all that. Alrighty.
You sure took your time.
It was the dog's fault. No, it was Case's fault. Never blame the dog. He did nothing wrong.
Thomas, you've got nowhere to run now. Just surrender yourself.
Emily, I've been waiting for you.
Where's York? Is he okay?
He's quite the handsome one, isn't he? I liked him the moment I saw him. He likes someone else, of course. Who do you think that is? Hmm?
I'm asking you if he is okay. Answer me.
Oh, yes. He is handsome. But me and Carol, we love not him, but a different first.
That's such a line that you can tell was originally written in Japanese and then translated.
Lovely G.
Cut the crap. Do you know what you're doing?
Why, yes, I do. All too well. Far better than you do, I think.
It is fair. Emily really has nothing. Has no idea what's happening.
Please don't make me shoot you.
You're a silly, sad little woman. We're heading for devastation. All of us. And no one can stop it.
Very glittery tears.
You're sick. But there's still time. We can get you help. I'll help you.
You're too kind, Emily. As kind as a goddess. That's why he likes you. This town is soiled. And only you are shining in it.
That's right, Thomas. Let's just leave here together.
It was so much better back then. We had so much fun. Emily, that was before you came. I won't let you have him. You filthy pig!
Boss fight time. Oh, I forgot this is the music that plays.
You go, Emily.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Dodge this.
Okay, didn't realize we'd be having multiple QTEs.
Dodge this. Take this. Take this. Dodge this.
Please stop moving.
Take this.
Okay, that's not too bad. Looks like it's not even really worth running around. It's just QTEs. God, I hate tank controls. I think I even have a submachine gun, but I feel like Emily would resort to pistols. She would... This is a former friend and coworker. I don't think she would pull out the shotgun or anything.
You won't have it your way. I won't let you take him. I'll show you how serious I am. I'll turn you into hamburger meat.
Let's get serious! You can tell how serious this boss fight is because of all the shaking of the screen. I like how Thomas was holding a huge revolver and then proceeds to not use it at all.
You pig. You're gonna die, Emily.
I don't know how to handle this. How'd you defeat an enemy like this? Oh, is that it? Have they retreated? Here so.
Dodge this. Eat this.
Ooh, okay.
Good.
Thomas is using the gun. Oh, and the gun is being used to activate the hooks. That makes sense. That being said, this fight's not too tricky. Cause
You pig. You're gonna die, Emily. You're gonna die, Emily.
that should be it. Is the final attack still going to commence? Okay, yeah, we just had to wait for the attack to end. Very chill boss fight music, all things considered.
Thomas, don't make me shoot again. Surrender and turn yourself in.
Emily.
Thomas.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's enough, Thomas. Just come over here.
Emily, I just... I hate you so much. Die, you skanky swine.
Doggo!
You stinky mutt. Get away.
Hey, it's that
Get
dog.
away from me. Get off.
Hope you're ready for a real big anime moment here. What a rough way to go out. Wait, no, that's not enough.
Thomas!
That'll do it. That might be like one of the most brutal deaths I've seen in video games. Hook through the face is real bad. Also, Emily going through the...
Is that
Holy
Thomas hanging
shit,
there?
is that Thomas up there?
Oh my God.
Kason, I told you to wait outside.
He looks like a strong...
Casey, not the Kason, not the time for this. Emily going through the effing ringer, specifically having almost saved Diane, and then almost saving Thomas, and both times, like, is met with a completely brutal death in its place. That sucks, man.